Good morning, class. Welcome back. Okay, so uh, for the continuation of our topic, we will be having to discuss the five process scheduling algorithms. But we will just be for today. We will just be talking discussing yung first two, and then for the next meeting natin, we will be having the uh, the next three. Okay. All right. So line. Okay. Right. So we will be focusing first on the first come first serve algorithm. Under ni under siya ni ni process scheduling algorithm. Okay? So si first come first serve daw is the process that requests the CPU first is allocated the CPU. Okay? And this is also called as FIFO. Di ba? Meron tayong FIFO, LIFO, yung last in, first out, then last in, last out, or LILO, something like that. Okay? And si FIFO daw, or si FC, FCFS, is non-preemptive. No? Ano ba yung meaning na? Once the CPU has been allocated to a process, that process keeps the CPU until it releases the CPU either by terminating or by requesting I/O. And this is also used in batch system. Okay? So for the implementation, we have the five focus. And this is a new process enters the tail of the queue, and the scheduler selects the next process to run from the head of the queue. So ito yung sample niya. No, from the we're going to enter dito sa queue, dun sa first parang something like node to no. And then we'll go into dispatch and then processor before we exit. Okay? Ito naman yung sample nung ano no uh, nung FC first come first serve natin. Okay? So we have the table nung andito yung si process and its execution, and P1, P2 ito yung mga node. Okay? And this is the Gantt chart. Start tayong 0, ito yung node. Yan. Okay? So waiting time for P1 is 0. No? Dito daw. P2 is 24. No? Before P1, before tayo bago natin ma-hit or ma-reach si P2, meron tayong waiting time na 24. Okay? And then before we hit or we reach si P2, before we reach si P3, we have 27. Okay? Kaya yung waiting time natin from 0 to 27 yan. Sorry, 3 lang pala ito, no? Pero ang usually kasi ang waiting time natin is from 0 to 24 and then 0 to 27 bago natin ma-reach si P3. Kaya kung makikita mo, o makikita natin 24 seconds for example and then 27 seconds to. Kung seconds yung or milliseconds yung pinag-usapan natin. Okay? And then average time natin is 17 ms o millisecond. Paano ba natin na-compute si average? So si average, usually na-compute natin yan. Ito yung waiting time natin, di ba? Si 0 plus 24 plus 27 divided by 3 is equal to 17 ms or millisecond. Okay? And turnaround time natin is, ang turnaround time natin is yung 24, 27, and 30. So nandito siya sa second part no ni ito first part, second part. Laging meron first part and second part si P1. Kumbaga ito yung first entry niya and then ito naman yung exit. 24 siya nag-exit. Okay? So ang total natin yan 24 exit, no, from 0, 24, 27, 30. So 81. And then ang average turnaround natin is we have to see turnaround time, we're going to divide it into 23. To 23, sorry. We have to divide it into 3, and then the total millisecond niya is 27. Okay? And how are we going to compute si throughput, no? Ang sabi dito is the number of process, no? Process 1, process 2, process 3 divided by total of execution. Ilan ba yung total of execution natin? Hanggang 30. Kaya siya 3, process 1, 2, and 3, 3 divided by 30, process of execution, is equal to 0.1. Okay? So, for another example, we have process and execution. So, meron tayong process 1, 24, process 2, 3, process 3, 3. Okay? Suppose that the processes arrive in the order P1, P2, P3, and P2, P3, and P1. So, yun daw yung order natin. So, and then ito yung Gantt chart. Okay, P3, based on the order, P2, P3, and P1. Okay, and then ito daw yung time of execution niya. Yung ano pala, waiting time niya. Okay? So, waiting time natin is sa P1, bago mo from 0, bago natin ma-reach si P1, meron tayong 6. Ano, 'di ba? So 0, pero ang order time niya nga is ito. So meron tayong 6. Sa P2 naman, 0 kasi ito yung entry. Sa P3 is 3. And then meron lang tayong tatlong process. Okay? Then average naman natin nung waiting time natin is equal to 3. No, pag add-in lang natin si 6, 0, and 3. So, ang equal niyan is 9 divided by 3. So, kaya 3 yung average waiting time natin. So, much better than previous case. So, mas maganda daw siya. Kasi nga, yung previous case natin, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, yung previous case natin is, ano ba? Is mas mababa. Mas mataas siya, definitely. The more na mas mababa yung millisecond niya, o yung waiting time niya, mas mabilis. So, the more na mas mataas, mas mababa. Okay? The convoy effect, all processes wait for the one big process to get off the CPU. Then ano naman daw yung turnaround time niya. Okay? So, for this one, I need you to send me the email, no, for your answer dito sa or chat me, no? Pwede. Pero mas preferred ko sana kung email siya para at least I can track it, no? Kung ano yung sagot natin dito for the turnaround time and throughput. Okay? That is first. Then I already have already provided or give you the initial initial example. So kayo naman for this. Okay? Right. So for the first come first serve, another example ulit. Ay, sorry. Ito na lang pala ibibigay ko. Bigay ko na yung sagot dito, no? Yung turnaround time natin is ito. Yan. Ayun na lang dun sa third. Yan. Ito yung first example. Then ito yung second example. So, binigay ko na yung sagot. Yan. So, turnaround time natin is P1, 30, P2, 3, and P3, 6. Kaya equals to 39 divided by, 3 divided by 39 is equal to 0.7. Okay? So, for this, no, meron tayong ito yung meron tayong ano no, meron tayong tatlong processes, P1, P2, P3, and then ito yung waiting time. And then average time niya is 13.3 ms. This is mas ano din no, mas maganda din, mas better than the previous case. And then I would like you to answer. No, give me the answer as part of the exercise. Give me the answer through email or through chat. Ano yung turnaround time natin and throughput. Right? So, next, move to the next item. Okay? Shortest job next or the shortest job first. Okay? This is non-preemptive scheduling algorithm, also known as shortest job first or SJF. This is also handles job based on their length in their CPU cycle. No? Depende daw sa length. No? Good for batch system. Estimates CPU time is required to run the job given in advance. And this is also not good no, for interactive systems that not estimate in advance the CPU time required to run their job. So, ibig sabihin, hindi daw siya maganda for the interactive. Ano ba yung mga interactive? Yung mga interact during the processing. Okay? And then this is also optimal only when all of the jobs are available at the same time and the CPU estimates are available and accurate. Ito yung sample niya. No? We have four processes. No? And we have the execution time of 6, 8, 7, and 3. At yung Gantt chart natin is ito. Meron tayong waiting time for P4 na 3, P1 9, P3 16, and P4 24. Sorry, waiting time pala natin is 0 for P4. For P1 is 3. Per initial part nga pala yan. And then si P3 is 9 and si P4 is 0. Si P2 is 16, okay? And average waiting time natin is pag-add natin yung waiting time divided by 4, 7 ms. Okay? And ano naman yung throughput niya and turnaround time. No? For this case, ang throughput niyan is we're going to add yung yung 3, no, yung exit ni yung turnaround time, no, na 3, P1 9, P3 16, and P2 is 24. Okay? So, ang equals niyan is 52. Pa tayong calculator, ha? Ang total is 52. Calculate tayo. Ang sabi is turnaround is 3 plus 9 plus 26. Oops, mali. Hindi pala ako. 3 plus 3 plus 9 plus 16 plus 24. Yan, equals to 52. Okay? So 52, ilang node yan, no? So total niya 52, then ilang bang processes yan? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So ang computation niyan is 4 divided by 52 is equals to 0.7. So that is also my my computations. Yan. Ayos ko lang. So, yan. So ito yung sagot. Okay? So, for the next naman, no? Sample lang ulit. So meron tayong 4 na processes ulit. And with execution of P1 9, P2 6, P3 8, and P4 3. And then yung Gantt chart natin for this schedule is P1, for the P4 0, P1 6, yun yung waiting time natin, P3 12, 19 for P2. Okay? So 0 tayo for P4. And then we're going to do the math or to do the addition. 6, 19, 6 for P1 and 3. Kay P2 is 19. Kay P3 is 12. And then P4 is 0. Kaya siya divided by 4. So we're going to do the math. Ito siya. 6 plus 19 plus 12 plus 0. 37. 37 divided by 4. That's why 9.25 millisecond. Okay. So ngayon, turnaround time ulit. No? Ano ba yung turnaround time natin? So, we'll give you hindi. Ako na lang magbigay nito. Sige, yung binigay ko na lang sa inyo kanina, yung isa niyo sa akin ng sagot. Okay? Pero dito, ulit tayong calculator. And then, ang turnaround time natin is for P1 is 12. Kay P2 is 30. Kay P3 is 19. Kay P4 is 4. And the total is 67. No? And ilang processes meron ulit tayo? 4. So 4 divided by 67 is equals to 0.5. 0.05. Okay? And then ito yung computation. Correct. Okay? Yan. 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 So, um, ito yung paki-screenshot na lang to. Ito yung sasagutan nyo. I-send nyo sa akin yung sagot nito. Kung ano yung turnaround time and ano yung throughput. Okay? Send me the number or yung throughput, yung turnaround time and throughput. Okay? So, please expect that I will be giving you an assignment. No? I will try to upload yung assignment natin within this week. And then let's discuss yung assignment na yon na binigay ko sa inyo by Tuesday. No, after nung exam natin. Okay? Yung exam natin, by the way, again, no, it's the module 1 or the topic for the week 1, week 2, and week 3. Okay? All right. Just in case that you have any question to me, do not hesitate to message me in Teams, right? And definitely once I get the chance to read yung yung message mo or message nyo, I will respond as soon as possible. Okay, that's all for me, guys, and talk to you on our next meeting. Thank you.